Hello, here's something you might find interesting. I was reading through online and I came across this. The title is one of the titles is Diverging Road. Listen, life doesn't always follow the road we thought it would. In the case of poet Robert Frost, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry, I could not travel both. Frost knows the struggle of having to choose between different paths. Here's another one. Chess. Life is sometimes like a game of chess. You should always think about your next move, but understand that you can't always anticipate the moves of other players. Journey. It's about the journey, not about the destination. No matter what you're working for, take a few moments to appreciate the present. You've traveled a long way to get here. That's worth celebrating. Stars. Each star has its own place in the sky, and we can find that place in our own lives. Though we don't always shine bright, we are always there. A compass. A compass points north and a moral compass points towards the right choice. We each have a compass inside us guiding us through life. It's up to us to listen to it. Those are a few metaphors for life. I wonder whether you guessed them right. Those are few metaphors for life. What's a metaphor for life? This is a definition I got from the internet. It says, metaphors for life are a way of comparing life to other things in a way that may help you think about your life and problems in a different way. Collectively, metaphors not only help people describe and make sense of their lives, but can serve as a source of encouragement, motivation, or gratitude. Interesting. So life as a diverging road, life as chess, life as a journey, life as stars, life as a compass. There are many others out there, life metaphors. Which one is yours? In any case, I want to zero in and talk about life as a journey. And as we come towards the end of this year, many people take time to sit back, and I think it's worth doing, to sit back and reflect on your life. In this journey so far that you've traveled this year, where are you? How far have you come? Have you realized your goals? Have you achieved the things that you so much wanted to achieve since the beginning of the year? Perhaps you're here in December now and looking back at your life and saying, wow, I thought perhaps I'll be so far now. Maybe a lot has happened this year that has caused you to sit back and think and say, is this it? Is this what life is all about? Maybe you've had some challenges along the way, and you're really looking at the end of this year and saying, I wonder what next year will bring. But I suppose the question you need to ask yourself is where would I want to be? Because if life is a journey, you gotta travel it. You gotta travel that journey, get on with it, and just keep on going and make the most of the time you're traveling. And that onus is on you, just like say life is a compass. You have that inner compass within you that always informs you of right and wrong, of where to go, where to step, and always sort of you heeding, being true to that compass, what they call being true to yourself, living your true authentic self, I believe is one of the best ways you can travel this journey that you are in life. You are in this world and in this life for a purpose. 100% believe that. But what you make of this life is yours, is up to you. You determine what you want to make out of this life. You decide what kind of career you want to pursue. You decide what kind of things you want to do. Many a time, we sit down and say, okay, let me wait on God to tell me what I need to do. Oh God, tell me what I need to do. Not that that is bad, but some people have made that like an excuse never to do anything because they say, I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God to show me. And they end up living their whole life and even going to the grave without having done anything with their life, without impacting the world with their lives, without really having lived, but just having existed. So I think it's important that we take time to sit back, take stock, and say, okay, where I am right now in this journey, what is it that I really want to accomplish? That decision is yours. God can guide you, but that's a decision you have to make. So, if you may, let's just do this simple exercise. Write down your 3 topmost goals in life. Yeah, you can get the best out of this by just pause this video, write down your 3 topmost goals in life so far, right now. Whatever they are, they're unique to you anyway. It's your life, after all. What are your 3 topmost goals? Okay, now that you've written those 3 topmost goals for your life, the next thing I think you'd want to do is that when are you at your best, at your topmost? When are you at that? Are there some words you can use to describe when you're at your utmost best? If you don't mind, take some time and write that down as well. For some people, they'll say that I'm at my topmost best when I'm helping another person, when I am with my family, when I'm engaged in some creative work. Others keep some other things aside, but what about when you're successful, when you're making a lot of money, when you're enjoying life? Such things, they're just different ways of you experiencing or expressing how your life is turning out. And I think the most poignant question that you can ask yourself is this: what would you like people to say about you when you have finally finished your journey in this life? It's a question that many people would try to avoid to ask, but I think it's a very profound question that can help inform the direction of your life now. Not that you want to live to please others, but it's more than that. It's about living a life that is a life of legacy. A life where you live not for yourself eventually, but a life that you live for others. Because if people gather at the time you have existed this world and say this and that about you, and not just for the sake of saying, but deeply mean it from their hearts, say something about you, that is something you need to aspire to impact other people's lives with what you have. It could be a course that you're developing to train other people. It could be a desire to see a transformation in the lives of the homeless. It could be to see the disadvantaged taken care of. It could be about justice. It's really something that is well beyond you, that transcends you, that you live now your life in that great capacity. Now, look at people like Mother Teresa. She epitomized this. She was looking at it like my brother's keeper. She was like my brother's keeper. She was looking at after all these people in India and saying that Jesus Christ said, for when you have the least of these, you were doing that to myself, to me. That is living life in a transcendent way. I'm not saying all of us will reach there, but it's something worth aspiring to. What is your journey in life like? What are your 3 topmost goals? How would you describe yourself, what you're doing rather, when you're at your topmost best? And what would you like to be said about you when you depart this world? How have you touched other people's lives? Are you walking in your path of greatness? Because the truth is, there is greatness in you. And there's greatness in each and every person. You need to bring it out. You need to start walking in that path of greatness. You need to be authentically true to yourself. You need to decide the direction of travel for your life. You need to have that trusted conviction inside of your heart. You need to live instead of just existing. You need to live, not just existing. You need to experience life in its grandness. There will be challenges in life. That is a given. Sometimes they come to strengthen us, to make us strong, to make us the gems and diamonds that we are already, to help us walk in our path of greatness. So here's a challenge for you. There might be something welling up in your heart for you to do in the world. Maybe you want to help somebody who is really very helpless. And there are many, many people like that. Maybe it's about women's issues. Maybe it's about people who are taken advantage of. Maybe it's whatever it is. Some of these things, you have experienced them in yourself. And now you want to use it as a point to help others because you've come out of it. That is living life at its very best. When you live life, enjoying it, but living it above, not only for your own satisfaction, but for the benefit of those around you as well. Walk your path of greatness. Live a life of greatness. Yes, you can do that. I want to thank you for taking time to listen to me and for taking the initiative to walk and to decide to live your life the best way you can. Blessings to you.